So welcome to the chapter 7. Let's learn what is procrastination, how you can make procrastination in your favor, and how to get good results with whatever the time you are having, whatever the time frame you are having, whatever the schedule you are having. So why to wait? Let's go to the chapter 7. So what is procrastination actually? So normally in general language what we say procrastination is delaying something, postponing something. It's nothing but procrastination. So every human being, right, we plan something, we plan to do for the day, we plan to do for the week, we plan to do for the month. Some situations will make us to go into the laziness or the comfort zone, and we postpone it, though it is coming to the studies or the work or personal fitness. Early morning we get up and suppose example, it coming to the personal fitness. Early morning we get up and we try to schedule exercise day before, and suddenly you will get some other works and you postpone your exercise. Then what happens? Your small habits what you are procrastinating without knowing you, like your subconscious mind is taking you to the delaying something very important task. Small things what you procrastinate without knowing you, without your conscious mind. So it makes our life into a delay each and every category. Like suppose example, today you have planned something, you scheduled something, and out of that schedule you miss something without knowing you. Why you miss? Because of time mismanagement of time, or not maintaining your energy level up to the mark, or not using willpower properly. These are all things you learned in the previous chapters. So now you are going to learn how you can make procrastination in your favor. Let's take you can make it in your favor, like any thing you can make it to your favor when you decide it with determination, when you decide it with whole of heart. So once you decide, you won't get back. That is nothing but a strong desire, or the strong dedication, or that is nothing but a discipline, what we say. So discipline is very important in our life, whereas whatever we scheduled, we have to achieve it in whatever the time frame we frame it. So these all the things you have to learn it. So you are going to learn in this chapter is what are the techniques, what are the mind management, where you can set your mind in such a way that you never delay anything in your life. Suppose example, what is the major mistake what we do in our life is we switch our activities. As I said, early morning we plan to do exercise, suddenly we get some other work, or suddenly we try to do other work, and we switch our mindset. So switching our mindset is very dangerous, I can say, which affects our success, which affects results of our activities, which affects everything in our life, right? So whenever you plan something, whenever you make your mindset up to some particular task, for particular task, you be stick to it, you be with it, whole heart, whole mind, whole body, everything you have to dedicate with that activity. That is what you never switch your activity. Suppose example, one more example we will take, an healthy person who is not having a good planning. What happens? He is not using his energies properly. As a healthy person, if you are maintaining your activities in a proper order, which are the activities important to you, without procrastinating you can implement it, right? So you should never switch your activities. If you are planning something, if you are aiming something to do, you scheduled it, you do it. Don't switch the activities of that particular schedule. Next, don't allow your brain to get into comfort zone. Normally what happens, we are human beings, we get into comfort zone very easily. Suppose example, if we are feeling comfortable with our time, if you are getting comforts, who says no for the comforts, right? But the one who get out of the comfort zone are the ones who achieve something extraordinary in their life. That is what the 2% I said in the previous video. The 2% of the only 2% of the people, they get out of the comfort zone. They use each and every scientifically proven techniques, they use each and every strategy, they use each and every methods, and they get into the success. This is where you should get out of the comfort zone. So to get out of the comfort zone, there are some techniques like don't suddenly put burden to your brain or your schedule. What are the comfort zones you are having? You try to come out of those slowly, right? Once you come out of the comfort zone, the procrastination, like delaying something, will never happen. That's what the making procrastination into our favor. And next thing is get creative by using effective techniques. You are going to learn this in this chapter, how to get creative. If you are not feeling interested in doing something, if you are not concentrating on the important task, or if you are not in the path of a goal, whatever the path you are having, if you are not in that way, you have to get concentrated by thinking creative. There are 4 methods how to be creative with your activities. Those you are going to learn in this chapter. And making obstacles into opportunities. Normally what happens with procrastination, a human being will lose his confidence, will lose his schedule, total schedule will get shuffled up, and the things which we have to do today, if you are not doing it, gets postponed to the tomorrow. Again, what are the tasks we have to do tomorrow, it gets postponed to the day after tomorrow. This burden will increase. With the increase of burden, the person gets frustrated, the person gets into the depression, the person gets into the demotivation. So this is what happens for a human being whenever he postpones something, right? So you should come out of all these things, and you have to concentrate, and you have to use the procrastination in your favor. You can use some other techniques also. The things which you are planning for the next day, you subconsciously you think about those plans before sleeping, like before going to bed, or like 30 to 40 minutes before. You plan it, you think it, how you are going to do, you imagine it, how you are going to implement, you imagine it, what are the things you are going to do. These subconscious mind, what happens the next day, it automatically reminds you what to do. It automatically rings an alarm in your brain, so and so task you have to do in the particular time. So this is how to use the subconscious mind with effectively, where you have to be an effective with what are the time you are having. We have to be effective with what are the resources you are having. You have to use those, and you have to be alert to make procrastination in your favor. Now you are going to learn there are 4 creative ways where you can make use of these 4 methods, 4 things, and you can make procrastination in your favor. So we think the right way to start something new is waiting for the right time. Few people wait for the right time to do the right things, but what I can say is you have to do the things to make the thing time right. So this is what you have to do. And before starting the creative ways how to use the procrastination in your way, see, normally as I said, if you postpone something, you will get into the frustration mode, you will get into the what I can say delaying mode, and you yourself you feel losing yourself, and you feel demotivated, as I said. So now you have to think, you have to understand the right way to start, how to start your task. So whenever before starting any task, you think about the end results, what you are going to achieve from that particular task. Then you will get a clear path, how you are going to it, what are the things you need to travel to that destination. So these things, with the many people, they try to do lots of things, but they never think about the end results. Before planning something, before putting your energy on something, before putting time on something, you think about the end results. Imagine what you are going to achieve with that particular task. Imagine what you are going to get with what are the activities you are doing, right? This is what you will get into the exact proper planning. Be like a bullet. Be like a bullet means what happens whenever we shoot a bullet. So bullet, once it takes the action, it never changes the direction. Once it is in the air, it never changes the direction, it directly goes to the destination. This is what, before shooting, you have to keep your destination properly. Once you shoot it, you have to go in that particular direction. Don't change your paths, be like a bullet. And next thing is planning. Planning is very important. You have to schedule step by step, time by time, what are the things you are going to achieve. With planning, action plan also you have to do. With only planning, we are having a lots of things to do on the paper. If you are not putting in the action, ultimately you lose your productivity. So get organized. If you are planning something, organize it in such a way where we are going to achieve it in certain time. You are going to achieve with certain goals and destination. This is where. So now, how to be creative, right? Say no. This first one is, there are 4 columns here. The first one is say no. Second is be aware of what you are doing and put into the action. Focus on what matters. So say no. You have to learn to say no first for the things which is not important to you. This is very important. Normally we hesitate to say no in our life. You have to say no to the things which is not important to your life. If you are not learning how to say no, you are losing your direction, you are losing your total scheduled planning. And next is be aware. Normally with our subconscious mind, we don't know that we are putting delay in our actions. It happens. Consciously you do what you want to do, but subconsciously your mind takes you to the procrastination, your mind delays the action, your mind takes to this another level. So you have to be aware of what you are doing. So become aware. What are the activities you are doing? What you are planning? What are your goals? These are all the things you have to be aware of, the things to avoid the procrastination and to make procrastination in your favor. And next is put into action. This is also very important, related to the first and third point. Put into action is whichever the important task you are having, whichever the important works you are having, which brings, which makes you like a good productive person. You put those actions into the those things into the action. So you have to learn these things. Normally what we do, we take all the stuff, all the activities, we go on doing the activities. So you have to understand which activities, which task we have to put into action, which task we have to put into the hold, which task we have to put into the pause. There are difference. Action is immediately doing the things. Hold means keeping it aside to do later. Pause means after completing the first action, you are putting the second action into the action, second task to the action. This is where put hold to the things which is not important to you. Put pause to the things which is second importance to you. Put into the action the things which is most important to you. This is what we have to learn. And next thing is focus on what matters. After coming to the action, normally what happens, we listen to our surroundings. People say you can't do it. People say it is not a cup of tea for you. Like people say it's very like they make fun of some things. They make a lots of stuff for to make you into the opposite direction or demotivate you. So things happen. Sometimes people compliment, sometimes people criticize, sometimes people comment on your work. So what you have to do it, you have to be focused on your work. The famous boxer Muhammad Ali, he says that don't stop until you are done. So whenever he says that when he used to practice, when he used to get tired, he said that whenever he used to feel tired, only 40% done. So still 60% is remaining to do. So whatever the actions you are doing, don't stop until you are done, right? Don't stop it. What are the actions you are doing? So these are the ways where you are putting procrastination in your favor, and these are the ways you are changing your activities, you are changing your subconscious mind, you are not putting not delaying your actions. So this is what you are going to like put now. Write down what are the things which is important, and use your subconscious mind in a positive way. Recall your actions, like after planning something, try to think of those things continuously whenever you get time. So what happens, you're preparing your subconscious mind in your favor, whereas whenever you are doing action, your subconscious mind will support you with lots of help. So this is what chapter 7, making procrastination in your favor, right, or using procrastination in our favor. So these are the things. We face lots of challenges, we face lots of difficulties, but even though if you are putting these things in your life, ultimately you are going to get success, you are going to achieve what you are aiming for. So this is what the chapter 7. The chapter 8 is about very interesting, multitasking, how multitasking can kill your productivity or can kill your success even. So let's go to the chapter 8.